pretty quiet inside the cabin though, which is nice. Okay, here is my brand new 2020 C8 Corvette. Z51 3LT. So the Z51 package, of course, is the performance package. It has upgraded coilover suspension. It has upgraded Brembo brakes, bigger size. I should know the actual sizes, but I know that the brakes are better and they're upgraded. Probably a larger diameter rotor and a bigger caliper. They are the black painted standard option. I was thinking of getting the yellow or the red caliper, but I just figured black was timeless, and it kind of goes with the car, sort of the blacked out theme. The wheels are, sorry, the car's a little dirty. It's been raining lately. The wheels are the carbon flash option wheel. So they're the standard wheel, 20-inch in the rear, 19-inch in the front. They're a metallic, very, very dark paint. Not black, but almost black with a little sparkle in it. It's actually beautiful. I actually like the machine lip as well. Some people don't. The cool thing about the machine lip is that if you do curb it, which most people inevitably do, it probably won't look as bad, because on most black wheels, if you curb it, it looks kind of crappy, and then you have to repaint them or do something. This is actually the parking brake here in the rear. That's an electronic parking brake. And wow, the tires are my dream tires. They are the Michelin PS 4S, Pilot Sport 4S. They're a new tire within the last couple of years, 305, 30, 20 in the rear. These are a summer tire, but so the tires should work well in the rain. Okay, so the exhaust system is also upgraded. The performance exhaust is part of the Z51 package. It's called the NPP. It's the dual mode exhaust, so it has the valve. The muffler and the headers and the whole system in here is actually really good. Apparently it has an X pipe within the muffler. The headers are very free-flowing. From what I've gathered, the most restrictive part of the entire exhaust is the catalytic converter. Some guys are probably going to swap those out for, I'm assuming, 10 to 20 extra horsepower. So if somebody's really into performance, new exhaust, new headers, new cats, you can probably get some gains there, especially when you tune the car. So I plan to leave it stock indefinitely. As I'm getting older, I've definitely become more of a purist, and I actually like the car how it came from the factory. Of course, the engine is the centerpiece of the car. It's in the middle of the car. I love the black engine cover. They painted the valve covers red, which is kind of a nice touch you can see there. Absolutely beautiful. This is the engine appearance package. You can see the carbon fiber trim, and then it has the LED light. You can't really see that right now. Really cool feature about this car too is it has buttons to release the trunk, the hatch, whatever you call it, without using the remote. So that's just tucked under here, just above the license plate. You lift it up. Of course, it has the carbon flash Stingray badge. Lift it up, and massive trunk. You can put 2 sets of golf clubs in here if you wanted to. It does get warm during drive, so like they said in a lot of interviews, you want to put the pizza here and the beer up in the front. Okay, so you can see the carbon fiber engine trim package. It's absolutely beautiful, and those are the LED lights that shine onto the engine. To me, that package was a must-have. Another cool thing, actually very large hatch struts. There's 2 of them. I guess this is fairly heavy, so you need a pretty robust strut. 2 of them to hold it up. What I really like is when you close it, you just have to touch it. You can hear the electric motor then closes it. Corvette badge in black. A lot of people say that the taillights look like a Camaro. Well, my other car is a Camaro, so I love Camaros, so I love it. I absolutely love the rear end. Some people say it looks too square. Well, they wanted to have a trunk, and I think it looks great. You can see this is the Z51 spoiler. I'm not really a fan of the high wing spoiler. I think this is high enough. That's just my own personal taste. I think the high wing looks a little over the top, but a lot of guys love it. And it does give you sort of that track focused look, kind of like, you know, a Porsche GT3 with the high wing. You know, the other thing is with these door handles, they're hidden under this trim here. You can see the mirrors are electronic folding. They fold out when you turn the car on or unlock the car. Probably have more room on the other side. These are the GT2 seats. They have, again, more carbon fiber trim up top. They're pretty firm. They're pretty firm. I went with the regular deviated stitching that it comes with. I did not go for the red or the yellow stitching. That was another option. I think it was $600 or $700 in Canadian dollars, but I like just the regular classic colored black on black with, I guess it's like a light gray sort of stone stitching. Yeah, one other thing too is that the back windows here, you can see they come factory tinted. In fact, looking at it right now, I'm actually wondering if you can even see through this window. It may not even be a window. And I always assumed it was a window, but looking at it now, it's actually not a window. So that's why they look tinted, because they're actually not windows. So these right here, they look like windows, but they're just part of the body. Wow, that's very, very interesting. My apologies, this car, it's supposed to rain for the next week. So I'm going to wash it and wax it as soon as we get a decent forecast here. As I mentioned, the front wheels are 19-inch with Michelin, again, tires. I believe they're 245 width, so 245, 35, 19s. And again, you can see the sparkle. Again, the wheels are getting a little dirty. Pretty nice valve stem. It almost looks metal. I don't know if that's metal or plastic right there, but it looks pretty high quality. Of course, the headlights. Headlights are absolutely gorgeous. If I unlock it here, you can see they come on. They do a little bit of a dance. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually just looking at this for the first or second time, but they're very bright. They're automatic, so they adjust to the light outside, whether they're fully on or just the daytime running lights are on. Another feature about the Z51 is this lower front lip. You can see here, this was actually added at the dealer as part of the Z51 package. They sent the parts with it. And if you reach down here, there's a little button right here, somewhere down here. I've only used it once before. Yeah, right here, right where my hand is, to open the hood. So you open the frunk, I guess you would call it. A lot of room down here. You want to keep your groceries, things you want to keep cool up front. Of course, there's the battery is tucked under here, washer fluid, and I believe that's brake fluid. So they have, obviously, engine goes back. Some other components have to come up front. There's a button if somebody gets stuck, of course. And of course, this is for the battery maintainer package. It's a little plug in there. Super high quality. Everything about it, the badges, the paint. I've looked at my panel gaps, and to me it looks perfect. I've looked at the bumpers, I've looked all around, and it looks very, very good. Of course, on black, you can't really see the panel gaps as well. Don't have a front license plate at the moment. I'd prefer not to. It is the law to have a front license plate, so we'll see how that goes. In any case, I can maybe tuck something up in there if need be, but we'll see. The bracket that can be installed, I don't think looks particularly great. I think another cool feature, probably one of the coolest features on this car, every detail is awesome, but this roof, the fact that it's a removable, this is just the body color removable roof. I've taken it off once before. It's pretty heavy, like it's probably 40 pounds, but it's also large, so a man can do it on his own, and it, of course, clips into the trunk. But it's essentially a convertible when you take that off, which is really neat. It just takes a couple minutes, pop it off, put it in the trunk, and you essentially got a convertible car. So going into the car, it's this with the 3LT trim is super deluxe because everything in the car that looks like leather is leather. So this is actually full-on leather. The door panel, it's a Bose stereo sound system. Apparently it's the loudest system Bose has ever installed on a car. And I think it's 14 speakers. Even this grille, for example, is made out of metal, some sort of alloy or aluminum. This is aluminum, metal. So anything that looks like metal is metal. Anything that looks like leather is leather. Now that's with the 3LT trim. Door jambs, of course. You can actually get illuminated. Just had a mental blank. This piece here, you can actually buy these in illuminated. Door stop, door jamb, whatever it's called. And the seats, I mean, they're just they're firm, but yet they're comfortable. It's funny to me that I think it's the first car I've ever had where you can't, I don't see a place where you can actually fold the seat forward, because I think the reason is you never need to, because there's absolutely nothing behind the seat other than the engine. There's literally a wall. So you really have no reason to fold the seat down. Standard mats. Again, the stitching you can see on the steering wheel, it's full on leather. Has the deviated stitching all in the interior. I really thought hard about going with the yellow or the red stitching and the brake calipers. But when I thought about adding the extra option, a little bit extra cost, and the fact that I thought I might get sick of a color, whereas if I stuck with the black and the white and the standard trim, I wouldn't get sick of it. If you're sitting in the car, the steering wheel is amazing. The square shape gives you extra leg room. It gives you actually better visibility of the screen inside. If you look at the roof, this 3LT trim has the special stitching on the roof. Of course, it has the wireless phone charger, more of the Bose speakers here. This particular divider with all the settings, I absolutely think it's so cool. Cup holders. This is to select engine modes, the drive. I really just can't say enough good things about this car. Of course, it has the two screens. I could go into great detail in future videos on the settings and all that, but if you look over here, the vents, super slim vents, metal trim. Of course, has the garage remote, OnStar, the rear view mirror camera, which is actually shows a video of the rear of the car. You can see right now, without the camera, you really can't see particularly well at the back. When the car started, you can see the full-on back of the car with the camera. So anyway, we'll stop for now and get her fired up. Yeah, so at night, the car looks just so nice. I actually have my light on my camera right now, but you can see the heads-up display in the mirror. In your real eyes, it actually looks way better because it's like a projection way in front of you on the road. From here, can't really see it too well, but yeah, it's a good look. Of course, the screen, you can change the modes here. So if you go, right now it's on tour mode, but the exhaust gets quieter. I think that's my mode. Sport mode, the exhaust goes louder. So the track mode, exhaust is still wide open. Pretty fun to have Apple CarPlay as well, and of course navigation, the video recorder. It has just so many things. Glove box. Electronic button opens up your glove box there. So, oh, here's the. You can't really see it right now, but this is actually a camera. You can see that's with no camera. It's dark out. You can't see anything. the camera on though, you can see in the daylight it would be a lot brighter, but it's dark out right now, but you can see everything behind you. Of course, the mirrors have blind spot detection built in as well. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Look out for more videos, and I will try to get better at my filming and editing skills. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.